Look like a goober.
All right, we're live. Hopefully everybody can hear us. Had some family over last weekend for Thanksgiving, and the kids had an awesome time with the podcast equipment. So hopefully you can hear us. If you can hear us, give us a thumbs up. I always like to make sure we got good audio before we get 45 minutes into a good conversation and there's no audio. So please give us a thumbs up before we get started. Megan says loud and clear. All right, I feel like we have been off air for months. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but I feel that way. Grant Simpson decided to swing by tonight to hang out with us, so we're glad Grant's here.
Wish it was Kenny, but we'll settle for Grant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mini versions that we've been.
Yeah. Anthony, actually, there is a heater in here. These guys come bundled up. Well, me and Grant's just in sweatshirts, but they've got jackets, and JT had his hood up a while ago with his headphones over his hood. So
That wasn't because he was cold.
Listen,
yeah,
I
He ain't
swear I
taking a
took a
shower
shower. I don't know why my hair looks so shiny, but I took a shower.
We
I
are
swear.
looking for hair care product sponsors. If anybody
Yeah.
knows.
Head and Shoulders.
Yeah. He's got lard in it right now, but I don't think it works.
I slick it down. I'm old school.
Slick it down. I want to give a shout out to our newest sponsor that came on board this past week, M2 Custom Cup Designs. I think they do fabulous work on the cups that they produce. If you get a chance, go to their Facebook page, check out all the stuff to do. If you want some racing cups, holiday cups, whatever, Morgan and Megan can get it done. So I want to give a shout out to them.
They do a really nice job.
They do an awesome job. So they are our newest sponsor that come on board, and we're glad to have them. What's going on, gentlemen? Let's get caught up to date.
Well, let's address the elephant in the room first. John Gill's racing this week.
Absolutely. He is down at All-Tech Speedway this weekend. Practice is tonight, and he will race this weekend in Florida. So we're excited about it.
Whose car is it?
Stan Hoover, however you pronounce his last name, put the ride together. And Ocala Produce is one of the big sponsors, and they're funding a lot of it.
Brand new car, I guess?
I think it's a 2021 Longhorn.
It's a Longhorn, yeah.
I mean, I figured it's got to be good stuff for John to...
Yeah.
I was told by an inside source that if this one goes good, 70 races next year. Possibility. Which is a lot for John. I mean, he ran 10 races in the last 5 years.
I think a lot of it's going to determine like how the team gels in Florida, and how well John runs and the equipment. And because John said on the show when he was on here that he wasn't going to run unless the equipment was
good equipment.
competitive. So I don't blame him. I mean, with what that guy's accomplished in his career, I mean, I don't think he's going to do it just to do it.
He's a very busy man too. So
yes.
Yeah.
I don't know how 70 races would work in his schedule.
Yeah, he does paving, like driveways, and then he drives a truck for a stone mill.
He still coon hunts.
I think and then he mows as well. So
he just cowboys up
and gets it done.
American dream.
Yeah.
Hey,
What's going on?
Goal.
What's going on, Shane? Josh Harris said, of course, Grant has to wear a pro softball sweatshirt.
Hey, when you're the 7th best team in the world,
yes,
you got
to rep it.
We're the 4th, ain't we?
We just got 6th in that big tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah. They always say they're going to invite me to them so I can come see it. I never get an invite.
I will say that I was up there for the home run derby, and the one ball that JT hit out was fabulous. Like he whiffed the other 9. Looked like I don't even think he got him out of the infield, but the one he hit out was a bomb.
It was beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I teared up.
I don't know if it was the big gust of wind that came through at the same time or what.
It was.
It was beautiful.
How many did you hit, Zach?
How many good pitches did I get?
Counting warm up.
So you should invite me. I'm a pitcher, but I was served you cookies.
We played on the girls' field. We
should've.
practicing on the girls' field.
You only hit one out on the girls' field?
He couldn't get it over on the girls' field.
I did too.
He didn't hit any out on the girls' field.
Yes, I did.
And the outfielder was being so respectful.
Allie hit 45 out on the girls' field, the little field. Jamie said, Zach and JT, thanks for giving us the flu. Yes, you guys have been sick here recently.
Boy, we were sicker than a dog.
We were.
And
you guys getting over it?
Yeah. Before we get in too far, we lost an important viewer.
Yes. I do want to give a shout out to the Armstrong family.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to the Armstrong family. Luther meant a lot to our race program, and he watched the show religiously.
Luther was one of the first that I can remember. But Luther was one of the first biggest flag-to-flag media supporters that I had.
He was a good supporter of me, a good supporter of Zach. You know, I mean, we don't win races constantly. It's no mystery.
Every now and then he'd send me a message on Facebook and say, "You need to keep them boys in line." Yeah, but he'll be missed.
He's going to be
sure.
greatly missed. So shout out to all that family, and we'll miss you, Luth.
But then we got the flu from hanging out, I guess.
Yeah.
And
we were sicker than dogs.
Yeah.
I mean, it was worse than COVID.
I think it's going around about. I mean, Nash just commented that flew last week and it sucked. I don't know. I just hope it stays away from my house.
I hear you. Yeah, I hope nobody. I wouldn't wish it on anybody.
Yeah, knock on wood. Yeah, a lot of wood.
Yeah.
Knock on it.
Stay over there.
Yeah. So one of the big events this weekend, JT gave me a phone call this afternoon and said, "Hey, I don't want to drive all out to my new house before the show. Come to your house. Are you watching the race?" And I said, "Yeah, come on out. We'll turn it on in the garage." The Dome race is one of the races that I look forward to every December. For one, it's cold outside and there really nothing else going on. But on the other hand, there was some pretty good racing a while ago. Late model heat races were okay, but them modified guys were letting it all hang out.
Well, who's that old boy grabbed that late model transfer by?
Yeah, Kyle Hammer,
by
3 millionths of a second or whatever it was.
Bounced off the wall, 4 or 5 times?
4 or 5 times.
Never gave up. Kept her to the floor.
Yeah. But I don't know. Who's your pick? Who's your pick to win Saturday night? I know we've not seen all the cars yet.
Jason Fager.
Bobby Pierce.
I'm going to go with Tanner English.
I'm going with Tyler Carpenter. Three in a row.
3 in a row? You going 3 in a row?
Nah,
I don't think he can do it.
No.
I'm pulling for Jordan Weaver in the modified.
He wasn't racing tonight, right? He's
tomorrow night.
Yeah, tomorrow. But Bobby Pierce set quick time.
Bobby Pierce looked really good in this heat.
But he was out front. Like, you can't.
Well, yeah, duh.
Yeah, but
Bobby
you
Pierce,
can't, you
he was
can't
out
go
front.
off of that.
Is he in his Longhorn now?
I don't think.
No,
I think it was a Pierce.
he's
car.
still in his
Pierce.
Pierce. Yeah.
You can't go off of that. Like, I mean, if you okay, I'll give him the fast time award, right? Because he was fastest. But at the Dome, if you jump out in the lead,
You're winning.
exactly. So
Well, yeah, he
you
won.
can't give him that.
He drew the pole too for the feature tonight.
So,
I thought some notables looked really good. Ryan Unzinker looked great.
yep.
I thought B-Shep looked really, really good, and Tanner English looked rock solid.
B-Shep's car is very good looking.
I like
That's
that.
awesome.
Beautiful.
Yep.
It's awesome. Nothing more American than Camo and Budweiser. You don't get more American.
Pretty
than that.
cool. And now he has the free range of doing all that.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's going to help
I really
him out.
think they're going to be something to mess with in 2023. I had that feeling.
Yeah.
Braden Reed said it might be putting on an event to raise suicide awareness and may need a sponsor for that event. Flag to Flag up to help out. May need some race cars too if anybody wants to help out. Yeah, I'd be more glad to help out with that. Just shoot me a message, Braden. We'll help out with that. Zach needs to come to Jimmy's for karaoke tomorrow.
I don't need to go nowhere.
Zach-
Sign him up. Sign him up, boys. American Idol.
Zach can sing. It's beautiful.
No, I cannot.
Shane Reed said Jordan Weaver. Some notables. We got, help me out here, JT and Zach. We got Jordan Weaver at the
Harmon.
Dome. Ben Harmon. Quentin White.
Josh Bowler,
Josh Bowler.
Walters.
Yep.
Walters.
James. Is it James?
I think it's James Walters.
Yeah,
James Walters. So we got some people. We got some local power out there trying to make something
And
happen.
you
So-
can't just be any local mod guy and just get there.
No, you got.
You had to be invited. Ben Harmon and Jordan Weaver were invited.
Yes.
They earned a spot there.
Yep.
And if Zach's car wasn't a Pierce, we got invited too. Did we go? We decided it was not in our cards at the time. Next year, we've talked about it. I talked about taking the fenders off my super stock, and Zach's talking about running his Pierce car. So, 2020.
The invites are open.
Yeah.
Do you think we could set up a petition, run super stocks out there next year?
I'll take it.
I think they
look
got
it
rid
up.
of the best show that's been out there the last 2 years.
Midgets.
The midgets.
Yeah.
That's been the best show
I
the
don't
last
like
2 years.
midgets.
I love watching.
Hey, easy.
You and your open
Huh?
wheel background.
No,
No.
Chili Bowl's awesome. I
Kick
love
and
watching Chili
flips.
Bowl.
I'd rather watch the Dome 100 times than watch Chili Bowl.
Watch what 100 times?
Dome. Late
Well, yeah. I
models.
mean, yeah, I'm a late model modified guy, but
I will say, Chili Bowl's pretty awesome. I do like that.
it is pretty cool.
Have you ever been?
No.
If you want to talk about the flu being bad, the Chili Bowl flu is awful. That's where I had COVID before, but that's worse than COVID.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in that building all week long with all those fumes, and
Yeah.
I mean, they get the fans and they're sucking it out of the building pretty good, but
We do have a local going to the Chili Bowl this year.
Who?
Ashton Thompson.
Oh,
She's racing in it.
good for her. Yeah.
She
Yep,
should, she'll be in a decent car too.
Yeah.
I can't remember who that was.
I know
She
you're
running
talking.
for.
Yeah.
We
I
usually
know.
have more than that
Can't
go though, don't we? Have Brady Shorts ran down there.
Briscoe will be out there. Jordan Kinser's going to run again for Briscoe, I believe. I don't know.
Now you don't
Brady.
have to be invited to the Chili Bowl though. Right?
No.
No.
No,
It's just sign
but
up
by
and go.
now, usually they have like over like 200, close to 300 cars, and I looked the other day and they just broke 100. So I don't
Dang.
know. I know Larson's not going.
Oh, really?
No,
Why?
he's going. He'll be out west for what is that called?
Oh, he's
The
going
late
out there to
model.
the
Wild West
the
Shootout?
Yes.
Wild West Shootout. Yep.
He
Tabado?
he told them that until they raise the payout for the winner of the Chili Bowl, he won't be back.
What's it pay?
Really?
You know, 10 grand. I mean that's a lot of money, but the
For to run
prestige
against
of that
300
event,
cars.
It should be more.
and like it's costing per person. When I went back in 2014, it was $250 to get in the pits for all week.
Wow.
So I mean, you think of how many people is in
Well,
that
yeah,
building.
that's insane.
That's a money making
Entry.
deal.
It'll be 100,000.
And all the sponsor. I mean, you got Lucas Oil sponsoring. I mean, all those big sponsors that. I mean, there's no way he's just barely breaking even out there.
Right.
That he can't. Even if it bumped to like 15 or 20. I'm not saying like 100. I'm sure Larson didn't mean that either. But 15, 20.
Paying 30 grand to win the dome.
Yeah,
dome.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and I mean the drivers that draws in. You have everyone. You have like last year there was an IndyCar driver. Connor Daly was out
Yeah.
there.
People from Australia.
Oh
come
yeah,
over.
you have I mean all different forms of racing go out there and try it. And I mean they had 330, 340 cars last year. So
That's insane.
I mean you got just think if someone all those big teams they have. I mean Keith Kuhn Motorsports has like at least 40 people
Yeah.
just working.
AJ Felker. That's who
Yeah,
she's
that's who
running
it is,
for.
yeah.
Yeah. Chris said that.
So Shane Reed said, let's run some Hornets out there. My buddy Peyton said, don't be hating on the midgets. He's a huge sprint car guy. He used to race sprint cars local there at Thunder Valley and
Oh, Peyton Walker.
Peyton Walker. Grant Simpson Racing said he was sick. Grant got it before we left.
It's rough.
There's Gloria.
Hi, Gloria. How are
Gloria's
you
giving
doing?
a shout out.
Greg
She,
Lynn.
she
Go ahead.
should be moved up here and like by Christmas, I think, is the plan.
Be done and settled in
Yeah.
by Christmas.
She's an awesome lady.
Oh, yeah. I really like Gloria.
Look, G Baby's going to the dome next year.
Heck yeah.
Ooh. Big moves in the brand new mod.
Heck yeah. I will say this, that somebody I know personally recently got some stuff done. We'll call them updates. And I think that the modified class could be in trouble next year.
I don't.
Plus, we learned some body secrets a while ago.
Yeah, we did. We did.
So,
Yeah.
We were kind of adding up, the amount of money that it took to do the updates and the amount of money that they're going to win next year. And there's such a big difference. Like, they're going to be so far ahead that they'll probably go super racing in 2024 just because of the amount of money made. It should be a done deal.
I thought that person was going to crate racing next year.
No, he's going straight to supers.
yeah, when you got the pocketbook he's got.
Did you get to Lucas Oil paperwork? Did you ever fill it out?
Yeah, I went in and filled it out and put you down as a number one sponsor. So
No,
the check,
no.
the check will be in the
No.
mail.
No, you guys have already did that with Brandon Norman. And I've already got a
You ain't even
bill
paid
at
Brandon
Howard
Norman
for
yet.
Just give him your
thousands of dollars.
Just give him your cash app.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I got some
Gee.
gas money you can have.
Wow. I went straight from doing a live podcast on Thursday nights to being a Lucas Oil late model sponsor.
Ain't no big deal.
No big deal.
Budweiser can do it. You can do it.
Oh yeah.
Hope my wife ain't watching.
You said you wanted to go to the next level. We just skipped some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right to the top.
We just made you famous.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So yeah, I don't know. Like I think the dome, I really thought the dome, like 1 or 2 years, it would fall off. I really did. I thought it was going to be like a 1 or 2 done. I think the dome is only gaining steam, if you ask me, my opinion.
I tell you what, that track is a lot better
Yeah.
than it ever has
Yeah.
been. I think
agree.
as the years go on, they figure out, hey, we got to do this because I was listening to it when they were doing hot laps, and you can't water it
Right.
because that water just goes to the bottom and makes mud.
Right.
So they lightly go out there and sprinkle it every now and again, and then get it packed down. And when we were watching the last race, it was kind of getting black,
racy, yeah,
and it was getting really good. And
Yep.
I think that as the years go on, they're just going to keep making it better and better.
I agree 100%.
I say a big factor in that is when they can get the dome, because they just built the track this week, didn't they?
Yeah.
So I mean, like, you don't really have much time.
3 days.
Yeah, to build it. So
That's insane.
That's a lot of dirt and walls
Yeah, it
and
is.
packing down. And
I don't remember the numbers they posted on Facebook about how many truckloads of dirt and the man hours and employees, and
you should have went over there and volunteered yourself with your new tractor.
I should have. I did buy my new tractor last week. I should have went over there and really graded it real good. And
You're making a lot of money off
I
this
think-
show, and we're still
I
not getting
think
paid.
He can afford a brand new tractor, but I ain't got a check
let's,
yet.
let's his golf cart sit outside.
Yeah.
well, that's unintentional.
What's with the dirt bike? Do you know how to ride the dirt bike?
That is not my dirt bike. That's my nephew's dirt bike. You don't want to see me on that
I'd
thing.
like to see you on that little dirt bike.
No, me on a 100cc dirt bike look like I don't know. I'm
Would
not
it
going to
move?
get into that.
When he
Would it
will see the
move?
dirt bike.
We ought to move
Hey, you'll be
about
all
3
right.
mile an hour.
Screaming.
Freddie Carpenter's leading the B main now, starting to get black.
Oh,
I think,
yeah.
yeah. I think the slicker gets
That's a good looking
racing
cart
will be-
too.
It is.
I like how he does it every year. All the branches of the military on
Military.
there.
That was Owen Bowers tribute.
It is. Salute to you, Owen Bowers.
Is that his new? What do they call that? The new kryptonite he
The
built.
new Vision.
Is that chassis?
I'm
Do you know?
assuming it is. I think it's all Freddie's running now. It's
Yeah.
just that Vision
His
car.
his boy, not Tyler, but the other one was faster than Freddie though.
He
in the
was.
heat race. He was in holding him up.
Yeah, I always
So,
forget there's a second boy.
Yeah, I think that second boy might actually be a little better than Tyler.
I think he was pretty smooth, and he should have passed Freddie.
He
but
was fast. He was being really nice to his dad.
I
which-
think if it wouldn't have been his dad, I think he would have made some different moves. I really
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
I think it would have beat him. But
Yeah,
I can
would've
understand
turned
that.
him.
I wouldn't.
what?
you'd wreck your dad.
I would not wreck my dad.
You're such a liar.
I would not.
Your dad don't even love you.
Oh shoot!
I'm the son he always wanted.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you're
You're
Zach's
the
brother.
son
He
that
never
you're
wanted
the, you're the son that he's glad he never had.
had.
Oh, wow.
I feel for you, Mindy and Jeremy Huffman. I feel for you.
Yeah. Yeah, Mindy said something about maybe watching my kids one day. I said, if they turn out like JT and Tanner, I don't want you watching
No,
any of them.
exactly.
He keeps saying all the time how he's an honorary Huffman.
Honorary Huffman, huh?
Yeah.
What else is going on in the racing world? Anything?
Got the dome. We talked about John Gill.
You got that. Well, then you got the XR series down there as well, which is where John's at. So
Yeah, I did All Tech this weekend.
We got banquets coming up.
What about
Yeah.
what about some of these purses that's getting thrown out for 2023?
XR has what $400,000 races, I think,
XR is throwing out some serious money.
and
in
one's
2023.
early on. One's
Yeah.
in March, I believe.
Yep.
The weekend after the icebreaker, I think.
Have we talked
And
about
look at-
about the World of Outlaws coming to Brownstown yet?
We haven't.
I don't think we've been on the air
Also,
since then.
Lucas Oil pulled out of the Pro Pooling
Pro
League.
Pooling League,
Yeah.
which is a huge hit
Yeah.
because they've always been a big supporter of the Pro Pooling League.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what'll
ever
happen
since
to that
Lucas
now.
Oil. So what's the expectations we have? Does Lucas Oil start throwing money to other places?
I
You think it's
that-
a financial deal where they're trying to save money, or
I don't think they got to worry about money.
were we going to start seeing like the Lucas Oil late model series start getting some bigger payouts? Because with the World of Outlaws doing what they're doing and the XR series doing what they're doing, I mean, right now I think it's
Lucas
going to
Oil
be cat and
World
mouse
of
game.
Outlaws getting on or getting along because Lucas Oil Speedway's on the World of Outlaws game now.
They must be.
How? I mean, are they?
Well,
Has
maybe
everybody
with Francis going over there, maybe they,
decided not to work against each other
yeah.
and be supportive.
It'd be smart.
Be great.
If they want to make
Yeah,
more
be real
money and
smart.
like draw more people. Because like you said on that one show, I mean, each series probably only had like 10 to 12 regulars that
Right.
followed the
Right.
series, which is anywhere. I mean, World of Outlaws is like that. Wing cars, USAC sprint cars, they're like that. Whenever they go to the shows, it's other locals that they're filling in. So I mean, every series is like that, but
Yeah.
you feel like you want to make it better.
I really think it'd be cool though if like they could work together and start at one side of the U.S. and Outlaws run one weekend, Lucas
Yeah.
run the next,
Right.
and then they just slowly come back. So everybody's following that trail.
Everybody's making money.
One thing that I
Everybody's getting
haven't
along.
Yep.
ever understood is with the amount of money it takes to travel and so forth, why do we go from North Dakota to Florida the next weekend, and then back to South Dakota, and then Maine, and then back to Colorado. You know what I mean?
There's
it's
no
just-
pattern.
No.
Yeah.
It's Summer Nationals is getting bad about that too. It used to be kind of follow it down the trail.
Yeah.
Now you race in Illinois, jump back to Indiana, go to Kentucky, and back to Illinois again.
Yeah, it's just
You
I
can
don't
save these
understand
guys
that.
a lot of money just by scheduling them better.
Right. I just
You know, and the Summer Nationals falling off too. I mean, there was
Yeah.
3 cars ran for the Summer Nationals.
It's sad.
I think let's go back to this because I think this is my opinion, but I think it goes back to payout. When Summer Nationals is still paying $5,000 to win for shows since the early '90s, and now you've got XR, like Grant was saying, XR is paying $100,000 to win for 4 shows, and then you got Lucas and World of Outlaws doing what they're that's.
The Summer Nationals
is a
have the
dying
money,
thing.
though.
I mean, I think XR's like
But still,
minimum
it's-
pay is like 20, isn't it? Like for the main show. I know they have some Friday, Saturday shows that, like Friday they'll have twin features and they're like 5 to win. But
Right,
their
right.
main shows, I think the minimum. I mean, I may be wrong, but it was 20,000, and it just goes up.
But regardless, if you have the money, I mean, I know this is probably not a business decision on my part, but regardless, if you want to keep up, you're going to have to make changes.
yeah.
And if you don't make changes, then it's obviously dying for a reason.
Some of the places the Summer National hits too. Like I'm not trying to run anybody down, but I've seen them at some racetracks that I don't even know that my class should be at.
Right.
They went to one this year. I can't remember where it was, and they literally canceled it halfway through because it was so bad.
So rough. Yeah.
I can't
And then
remember
they
what it
dropped
was.
Brownstown.
Brownstown dropped
Or
them.
Brownstown
Yeah.
dropped them.
Jim said
I
he
mean-
didn't make no money there.
Yeah, weekday, Wednesday night. I'm sure that's.
Yeah.
I mean,
But again, Summer Nationals to me doesn't have the prestige that it had 10 years ago.
Yeah.
10 years ago when the Summer Nationals came through town, it was just like the Lucas World of Outlaws was showing up.
Well, that was the start of it too. Brownstown
Yeah.
started it.
So
You get
and it was
going to
always the
Brownstown.
Wednesday after the Dream. So you had everybody that was going back home would always stop at Brownstown to run for 5, 10, whatever.
Try to tag some money.
Yeah, try to get some extra money. But now, I mean, I don't know. There's so many big money races out there now where a lot of these guys don't stop at these 5,000-10,000 win shows because the following weekend is paying 100,000 to win, so they're going back home to get all their stuff fresh. I mean, I don't blame them. There's a big difference in 100,000 and 5,000.
It's awful convenient for the local guys to go tag a $5,000 show though and help them out. You know,
absolutely.
The Jared Baileys and the Devin Gilpins that maybe not have a great chance at 100,000 can go tag 5,000. That helps them out a lot. I'm sure.
Do you think that that's one of the biggest reasons why we see a decline in super late model? I'm talking local / partial regional super late model racing is because we don't have like the Summer Nationals aren't what they used to be. So if you had a super, you use like a Devon or
If you're a regional
Skylar
guy, you went
Lewis
to
or
Summer
Darren Bay-
Nationals. Yep.
Yeah, you follow the Summer Nationals.
Yeah.
But you
it
don't
hurts
have
it.
that now. So
You don't have the regional guys much.
right.
How many guys used to just run Brownstown for points? Look at
it's hard
I bet-
when they only pay $1,200 though.
if you look at the super points this year though. How many of them were there all week? Probably 3.
Yeah,
Four?
I
Maybe.
think Stapleton ran every race, and
Nothing against the guys that
No,
did it. I mean, I
and
love watching them, but
I think Gilpin
know.
only
Well,
missed one. But
And the other part of
Bailey
that
was
is
there.
you had Brownstown ran supers on Saturday night. You had Twin Cities ran supers on Friday night or whatever night they ran. You got Peregrine that don't even. I mean, I did say they have a couple of supers races on their schedule for 2023, but you don't have the consistency in the supers like you do the Crate Series now. And I still say that the Crate Series to me is just growing and growing every year. But there's a reason for that is because when you're on the schedule 80% of the time, it's less cost effective. I don't know.
But then so if you look at, I mean, obviously the cars for supers and crates are the same, exact same,
exact same car.
which is kind of crazy now because like we talked about before, crates started as a spec class and now they're not.
Right.
But if you look at it, is if you go to Brownstown, they have run supers and crates at night. Supers pay $2,000. Crates are paying what did they pay last year?
pay 1,000 to win every race. Yeah.
So 1,000.
Half
And
the
then-
crates will go to run supers.
Well, yeah, but you think about like the supers are probably an extra probably if you want to have a good engine, probably an extra 30, 40 grand. I would think. I mean,
It's
I may be wrong.
probably double from what a crate is.
Yeah. So why not? I mean, crates are going to be running more. So
You can
why
run a
not?
crate motor all year.
Yeah.
You run a super motor so many laps, and Jay Dickens says you got to pull it out.
Yeah.
Right.
Nothing against that. I mean, I know you're making a lot of power.
But that's a lot of money.
I couldn't
a lot
go
of
through
money.
4 motors
For
in a year.
$2,000, though. That's
No.
what I'm saying. Like,
It doesn't make sense.
you
Yeah.
know,
That's why we promote pure stock and Hornet racing, right there, boys.
Super stocks.
Super stock,
And modified.
Nah.
not modified.
If you've not seen my recent shop talk video, make sure you go to the Flag to Flag Media YouTube channel and check it out. I went up and visited Cody Perry Motorsports with Cody Perry and Jacob Owens. Jacob won the 2022 UMP National Compact Championship. It was really cool to sit down and talk to them guys. And part of our discussion was nothing against supers, crates, modifieds, super stocks, something like that. But I really wish that. And I know it kind of gets late tonight, but I really wish people would watch the Hornets and the Crown Vics because I think they put on some of the best races of the night.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
If you are a true race fan and you want to see good racing, not class specific, then the Hornets and Crown Vics put on great racing, and it's like they don't get the credit that is there because everybody's done left the stands.
I had a blast running them.
tracks could help with that by switching up the classes every now.
We discussed that
And
too.
yeah,
off
sometimes
air.
it's like rough, and you got people like Britton got to be home by 9 o'clock, get his tea,
Right.
and go to bed. But
right.
you gotta go,
But they
they're
used
there
to
too.
do that.
Look at how many people.
Yeah.
Look at how many people we talk about this all the time. How many people do the Hornets and Crown Vics bring in the pits?
Oh yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, I always see probably half the people in the pits are around the Hornets and the Crown Vics helping or hanging out. So I mean, they're bringing in the back gate money.
I don't want to take
help
away.
pay.
I don't want to take away anything from any class.
I love
But-
the Crown Vic, so
But honestly, so your late models, whether they're supers or crates, late models have always been the class of the night. It's always been that way, and it'll always be that way.
Should be.
But that doesn't mean that we can't change up from the late models on back.
Late models
yeah.
still don't even need to go first.
Huh?
They don't have to go first either.
I like when they slick it off.
I'm just saying.
Unless
If
they're
you,
packing the track.
yeah. Even if you just kept it late models, right? I don't care. Even if you just kept it late models, first class of the night, that doesn't mean that we can't change up the other classes. Hornets and Crown Vics don't have to run second and third. You could do you could do late models, Hornets, modifieds, Crown Vics, super stocks, change it all then follow.
Rotate a bigger class and smaller class back and
Yes.
forth. Yeah.
Right.
I know Brownstown did that a couple times towards the end of the year.
When
I think it'd be
when I
beneficial.
was going to Thunder Valley, and it was still like this till even when Steve Leonard had it, the big classes were at the end because
We were last.
he kept people in.
Yeah.
If
Sell
JT
those hot
Huffman,
dogs.
if JT Huffman and Buddy Stearns load up their car, half the people's leaving.
I'd say 3/4, but yeah.
Yeah.
So let's keep those people and sell hot dogs. I was never mad about it.
Right.
I didn't mind racing last. It didn't bother me, but it kept my group there all night buying
Right.
stuff.
And you still didn't get out of there late.
No.
I mean,
I enjoy staying last.
we're usually
will
last
say
ones
one
out of the
thing,
track
it's a-
anyway. So
Yeah.
I will say one thing: it's a lot easier getting out later than it is when everybody else is trying to leave.
We sit over there and talk 30 minutes after
Yeah.
the race normally.
I ride around on my smoking golf cart.
Try to pick all
around,
the
talk
pieces.
everybody.
Try to pick up all the pieces of Zach's car and get them in the trailer. That takes time. And then
hey,
Bumpers, quarter panels,
the decking.
decking, bent
good
rims.
thing you don't have fenders because there'd just be two more pieces.
I've had fenders before. I know how it is.
I'm just kidding, buddy.
It's okay.
Anthony Finley says Crown Vics is a cool crowd.
I like it. Man, I had a blast in that thing. I was telling my dad the other day, I said, if I ever quit modified racing, then I would just go buy a Crown Vic. I'd have to.
Yeah.
And,
I did. I
we're-
did discuss with Jamie the other day on the phone, and I'm probably 90% sure that Flag to Flag Media will be back on board with Crown Vics in 2023.
Good deal.
So,
Did you make that phone call
late breaking
too?
news, huh?
Did you make that phone call where I gave you the phone number for?
Not yet. I'm going to probably tomorrow.
Don't forget, dude.
Yeah, I won't.
Because then I'll look like the bad guy.
Yeah, I won't. Josh Harris says, I got respect for both classes, Hornets and Pure Stocks, good racing, a lot of good wheelmen. The cars are tough to drive as well. I agree 100%. And that's just the thing, too, is there's just as good as wheelmen in those classes as there are the bigger classes. It's just, man, racing is a money thing. That's all it is. Like, it just depends on what you can afford and what you're going to race. It's all it
Exactly.
boils down to.
You know what? And a good example, there's plenty of good examples of that, but Jamie Wilson dominated super stocks. It's not that he couldn't drive a modify.
Right.
He drove it just fine. The money wasn't there.
Right.
So it made sense for him to come back to
Yep.
super stocks. It's not like he's cherry picking. That's a word that gets used too much in racing. There's not really cherry picking
No.
in our area in any class.
Peyton Walker said, in all reality, you would think the late models will be last. Everybody wants to see them run, so run your other classes first. It only helps the track. Agree 100%. 100%. That's just like, so, I mean, whether you agree with it or not, I might know it's a debate, but that's like when Lucas Oil and World of Outlaws shows up. Run them last.
What makes me mad
run the
there?
World of Outlaws, or you run Lucas Oil late model feature, and it's a ghost town after that.
I might not even run my heat race before they run their feature
Right.
some nights.
That's
That's
one thing
what
I-
aggravates
that,
me.
Yeah, that does suck. And like, I mean, I get we're like your support class, but like, you still paid your way in. Like,
Right.
you're waiting. That one night it was like 2 hours in between we got back out on the track, and it is what it is. But like, when Mav was still doing their stuff, when Lucas Oil was done with their feature, they shut off.
Yeah.
They didn't film the rest of the features. So when you have people that, you know, can't make it, that are fans of, you know, the support classes that want to watch, that they paid the, you know, whatever, $20-25 for the pay-per-view, and then it gets shut off. Like, just wait another hour and
Right.
then load up.
Derek Walton said Anthony Finley is my Crown Vic hero.
Derek don't even go to the races.
He don't even go to the races.
Derek watched me race Crown Vics
When?
at the Speedway.
At the Speedway. That's like 3 miles from his house.
Was he
Yeah.
drunk?
Probably. But
Getting to go to Brownstown to a Saturday night race is like having to get him a hotel and
What's
I've seen
what's
him.
happening?
I've
Like,
seen him one time, and he wanted a
passport and everything else.
he wanted a manicure after the races because
Yeah.
his feet got dirty.
If he goes across the Muscatatuck River down there, he needs a passport, he thinks. He thinks he's got to have a passport. I'm telling you. Darren, he talks about it too, don't he?
I know. Yeah, he ain't lying.
Anthony says he'll always stay till all the races are over to BS with people. Yeah, absolutely. Had a lot of good conversations. after
and the
race over.
Finleys are one of the first people there. I've rarely roll into Brownstown when the Crown Vics are there, and they're not sitting there
Finley's
across
there-
the creek ready to go.
No, they're there at 8:30 in the morning with business and gravy from Dairy Queen.
I believe it, and I
They're
love
ready to
talking to
go.
those guys. That's a good group of people.
Josh says I'm waiting on to get a call from Grant to drive his super stock. That'll leave me only Crown Vic I haven't drove.
Yeah, my phone broke. Yeah,
It's
I don't
broke,
want it
yeah.
anymore.
Lost that contact.
Lost service.
Yeah.
And Chris has got a really good point. I mean, it kind of goes back to what we were saying, but the longer people are in the stands, the more hot dogs are going to sell.
Can we start a petition that the concession stand stays open until the very last race is over?
I don't understand why I don't.
Yeah, like
That's money
you-
lost.
you make at least another $400 or $500.
Especially like a lot of drivers, like I know a lot of you guys typically don't eat until after the races are over.
I do.
Well, then I know, but some people don't.
I
Well,
don't.
then, but you're losing out on money because
I eat breakfast on race day, then I don't eat until I'm done.
Me and Matt eat
I
all
eat as soon as I get
Yeah,
there.
I do too.
And then after the heat races, then I get a snack after the B mains, and then I get
If it's still
last
open.
course. Yeah, I go back for last call. I gotta go, boys.
Anthony, you don't want Josh Harris driving your Crown Vic. It'll look worse than what it already does, buddy.
Dang, Zach.
I mean, like after he done tore it up. You know, after Fun Fest, it didn't look very good.
that's because he was trying to catch us.
Yeah.
Derek said we're
That's
all a bunch
exactly
of bullies. We're not being bullies, Derek. We're just
I
speaking
didn't,
the
I didn't
facts.
say anything.
I'm a bully.
It's all about the chili cheese dogs and passports.
When you make promises and you don't deliver, Derek,
yes,
that's what you get.
And here's the thing: like, I want everybody to understand that all the discussions we have, I love my Lucas Oil, my World of Outlaws, XR series. I love all that. We've been sitting here all night in the garage watching it. But there's nothing better, and this is what I keep telling Derek, there's nothing better than going to a local dirt track on a Saturday night and hanging out with some of the best people in the country. That's where it's at. If you want to see good racing, if you want to meet some down-to-earth people, you know, the people that's in our community, they don't necessarily think that they have to have autograph sessions and all that stuff. You just go hang out with them, watch some good racing, eat some good track food, and that's what it's all about. So, Derek, you're missing out. That's my point. Did that sound good, guys? That sounds
Sounded wonderful.
That was a good
But
delivery.
if you come to
Okay.
Brownstown, the good people are back over the creek, not on
over the creek.
not on $1 million
Yes.
road.
Not on $1 million
Yeah.
row.
$1 million road.
Yeah. Finley don't even come across the creek.
He comes and visits.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Do you see Britton's comment? Does anybody remember how the drivers' meeting went the night they ran us last?
Yeah.
It was
I
a
don't
pity
remember
party
that.
for you guys, but nobody else was complaining.
Yeah, nobody else was
You were the only
complaining.
class complaining.
All I seen was the Gotsy tantrum.
Oh, shoot.
Someone had to find a pacifier.
Yeah.
If he don't get his night light turned on in his bedroom at a certain time, his car don't run very good.
Probably had to make him a bottle. He stayed up so late.
Yeah. We love you, Britton. Let's see. Grant Simpson Race said can't get his loaded fries.
Wish he'd comment on his page instead of mine, so it don't look like I'm commenting.
Like you, yeah.
Hey, you show him some respect. Talk bad about Kenny on here one more time. See if you get asked back.
Hey.
So I'm actually kind of scared to even ask this question because Britton Gozzi said Tyler had the absolute quote of the year.
Oh yeah, I can't
Tyler
comment while it
Collins?
was because I don't know if we can say it.
Was it Tyler Collins or Tyler Kane or?
See, look at Webb. See, we've been on the other side of the creek for many years. That's right, Webb. That's where all the good people hang out.
That's where I started hanging out at.
That's what separates the men from the boys.
That's right.
That creek.
Is Tyler watching? I
Tyler,
can't tell.
if you're on here, put what
Tyler,
you
if
said.
you're watching, what was the quote?
It's pretty good. I can't remember for word.
Please just don't get my account locked up.
That's why I
that's
said put on
all
the
we
comments.
need.
I'd say
can't.
it.
I'm not saying
I
anything.
tell you, I can't remember what it was.
But if Tyler, if you're on here and you comment, I want it in quotation marks. I don't know if Tyler's watching. I haven't seen him comment.
I don't know if Britton tagged him or he may have tagged him or not.
Yeah.
I don't know if he tagged him.
But anyway, that's I don't know.
Anthony, I was just kidding about your car not looking very good, buddy. I was joking.
It was a bad
Anthony,
joke.
you still coming over Saturday night?
All right, somebody say something now.
I don't know. We got on Tyler's quote. Now
Did you,
everybody's
off.
just sitting here staring.
I don't know. Hopefully he's on here because it was pretty funny.
I don't remember him
It
running
had
the late
Robbie
models
Wilson.
last.
I mean, he's kind of didn't really know what was going to happen next. so-
Right.
What happened to Rob? He wasn't even at the last couple of races. Or he
He
didn't
said
do
he
the
was
meeting
done.
or not. He's done
He's
altogether.
done full time.
So,
Huh.
Yeah. I seen they had their banquet though for Rockcrest.
Is it done too?
Rockcrest?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm afraid that's.
I
where
heard
Thunder Valley's
rumors that it was
headed,
like
but
someone was trying to get it, but I don't know.
I heard rumors
Yeah.
Salem Speedway's having some struggles too. So a lot of
Yeah.
racetracks struggling around
Pavement
here.
or
Make sure
Pavement,
you
yeah.
support your local track in 2023. Speaking of that, we've got the Brownstown Banquet coming up in January.
oh yeah.
And then the Paragon Speedway is also in January, or the banquet is in January also
The flag to flag team will be at the Brownstown banquet.
at the Brownstown Banquet.
You gonna go live
I don't know.
when JT's up there dancing on top of the
Yeah.
table? Okay.
we might do a.
Where'd you end up? Did you get back up in the top 10 even though you weren't
No.
there all year?
No.
You were close though, weren't you?
I'm just going to support my buddies.
Weren't you close?
Buddy.
13th, I think.
Do we need to do a pit walk
Pit walk with the
at the banquet?
shoving mics in people's faces.
Why not?
I like it. I'm down.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think it'd be
Bloomington's
fun.
having theirs too. I gotta go to that
When
one.
is that one? I
The
seen
weekend
date.
after, I think, Brownstown's.
Weekend after Brownstown. Bloomington's 28th.
Your dad said 28.
Grant Simpson Racing just posted and said Bloomington on the 28th.
The Heart and Soul GSR just posted.
The heart and
So the good thing about that is
That's Gloria.
Yeah. He went back and he's doing a banquet for 2021 and 2022 because they
Doing
didn't
both,
have the
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Paragon 2021 because he ran Paragon at the
I
same.
got you.
And they
There's-
didn't have one for some reason.
There's some news about Salem Speedway.
The
I
big
don't know.
track.
I hate that.
Yeah, the
that's
big
the big
track.
track. Yeah. We have not heard any of this. So in 2023, we will still do the Thunder Valley Hall of Fame. That's still an ongoing thing.
No matter what happens to Thunder
Yes.
Valley, the Hall of Fame will continue.
But we
on.
have not heard any updates of anything is going to happen at Thunder Valley.
Didn't someone just buy the Salem Speedway?
Yeah.
Like last year or year
Bill
before?
Nisley.
Didn't they
Yeah.
recently?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, he bought it on contract, is what I was told, and did a decent job for the most part. I think there's some things that I would change, but my experience at Salem Speedway had positives and negatives. But I think you're going to have that everywhere.
You're gonna have that
and I'm not
everywhere.
going to run it down because it was cool just to be a part of a historic racetrack.
Right.
I seen pictures of Charlestown Speedway this week, and I made laps at Charlestown Speedway, and it saddens me to see that place in the shape it's in.
Right.
There's some lot of good races there. I watched Dalton Fleener and Brad Kemp and Chris Workman have one of the best races I ever seen up there. The track had sawdust in it. Very interesting deal to try to grip a hold of. It kind of evened the playing field,
Right.
where a little guy could run with the big guys. I took a 4-cylinder Mustang and ran with the tube frame 4 cylinders and was competitive. It was a really cool place. So
That's just like, did you ever run down there at Linton?
Yeah.
With your go-kart?
Yeah, I ran there.
That track was a fun track.
Yeah.
I didn't race down there. That's where the very first time I got in the car, I got my brother's mini sprint, took some laps. But that was a good track, and now it's just a cornfield. I mean,
It's crazy.
I ran 3 seasons there. That's where I won a lot of my races at. But
on the mini sprint side, you had some of the best mini sprint racers in Southern Indiana that went there every Friday.
we had a good time. And Dad actually ran at Linton when they had their first track up on top of the hill.
Oh,
like
yeah.
where you pull in at. There was a track right there.
Wasn't that a little bit bigger than what? or
I
was it smaller?
think it was smaller. Yeah.
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 It just
Josh,
shows
there's always beverages in my garage refrigerator. There's never a shortage.
No, a lot of water.
Yeah. That's what you want to call it.
Baja Blast.
I did have one of those a while ago. That wasn't too bad. They're better to have a can than they are from Taco Bell. They get watered down too fast at Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Is JT racing the Salem Speedway any next year?
We've actually been in.
We gonna make this late breaking news?
I don't want to say it's going to happen for sure, but we've been in contacts with Epic Chassis, Bo Livers,
You've been in discussions, contract discussions for 2023.
and it's actually talked about maybe fielding 2 cars at the Salem Speedway next year. I don't want to release any names. I don't want to release
But
any.
he could be sitting right next to the guy.
yeah.
I just said I didn't want to release any names.
You said,
we didn't release any
He said he
names.
could be. He never said it was official.
Nothing's
I
been
don't know.
locked in yet. It costs a lot of money
Me?
to run the Halloween
Yeah,
200.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, you.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. We were talking about it the other day, and I'd really love to, is just as much as JT would, and it's all up to Bo and what he wants to do, because
Right.
we're not going to run him dry money.
He's the man.
But
Bo has gave us both an amazing opportunity, whether we run the Salem Speedway or not.
Yep.
The only thing I bought in my car was the seat. Bo bought the car. Bo put the cage in it. Same deal as Zach.
I didn't buy anything,
And
heck, I didn't even put gas in it. Bo brought it full of gas, and he said, "Here, drive it." And
Right.
I think he's going to get a different seat, and I'm going to get my own seat for it. And I really think after Fun Fest, Bo was pretty amped up about us driving for him.
let me tell you how good of a car he builds. Okay, Bo, we didn't race him cars all year. 46 of us.
Yeah.
46 Crown Vics
46.
showed up to Fun Fest to try to make the regular show. Bo put 4 race cars in the
feature.
20 car field. 4 out of 4 race cars in the 20 car field.
Yep.
So don't think for a minute that Bo don't build a good car. Bo don't have the best drivers.
I will agree with that.
Sounds like Bo needs to make a comeback.
And I
Yeah.
smoked the wall head on.
Yes,
and
you
that
did.
car was
Yes, you
way
did.
faster after that. So I'm
Put
telling
the
you.
wall head on and still put it in the show that weekend.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
mean,
So
I mean-
Anthony made a good point that Florence is running full Crown. What?
Man,
A full Crown Vic season.
that
sorry.
would be awesome.
I
You going?
actually do plan on running Florence if I can get my Crown Vic down there
See?
because I've never ran Florence.
You can come down there while I'm running my modified.
Yep.
There you go.
I plan to if we got an off weekend or something. If Bo's game, which I'm sure he will.
You're
be,
going to
he's
have to
all
run
about it.
Florence a lot next year because when you got the new updates, you're going to
Michael
get out
Hall.
somewhere you can get them ponies up and going.
I know. We're going
These
to do
quarter
something.
miles ain't going to cut it.
I know.
You're going to be too fast for quarter miles. Jared Deckard said me and Zach cut our teeth out there at Linton.
Yep, that was a good time. That's where me and Jared both started, and we kind of raced everywhere against each other. We ran at all the fair races, and he started the same time I did, and we had a good time.
I tell you what, I like Jared Deckard. When I roll into Brownstown and he pulls in beside me, he's better than parking by Grant.
Whoa.
I'm so sorry. He's not,
Wow!
Whoa.
Shout out to Jared.
now Jared's our
Jared, do you want to run my super stock at Bloomington's JT?
Oh, Grant's great. Parking by. No, but Jared and
He's a
his
good guy.
dad,
Yeah.
super people,
Good people.
And
Yep.
I mean, we've parked by him and his dad and Kenny and Grant and across the creek gang.
Oh, we have a good time.
Tight.
It's a good group of people.
So I'm not going to say it, but I think next year will be a big year for old Dr. Deckard. So some of the things he's got in works.
Oh, really? He's got
Yes.
some big stuff coming.
Yep.
Well, Jared, you should come be on the show and release some info.
Well, yeah, we need some late breaking news, bud.
You would be a blast to have on here. I think you were
He
on
has
here
been on
one
here.
week, but I
Yeah.
wasn't here.
Oh, yeah.
I was.
We
That's
took
what made
over.
it a good show.
Yeah,
We took over.
it was.
When you
decent.
guys about got
Jared,
fired.
Jared
Yeah.
did a great job. The rest of them,
Derek said that, and this is true because it's his daughter's birthday, but there's also cake and ice cream with the adult beverages Saturday. So
That's all he's worried about is food.
And JT or Derek, you do need to go back and watch some previous episodes because JT did talk about what hit his windshield at the Halloween 200.
Yeah, we think it was part of the racetrack. The racetrack is in rough shape, really.
And then Jared said probably see a few more times next year with Peregrine's schedule.
We were talking about that.
Yeah.
Peregrine came out with their schedule, which they got some. I mean, most of the weeks they have 4 classes, so hopefully that works with them getting out there, 4 a.m. But there's some big races there. They got the Mars Series coming, the All-Star, Tony Stewart's All-Star wing cars.
And then you got
wing cars.
Yeah, they actually have the, which I started racing in, the Kenya Midgets. They're coming there, so I don't really know how well that's going to work because, they're just 1250cc engines, so it's kind of a big track. But I know they got 2 super late models.
You got the 20,000 win great race too.
Yeah, 20,000. I got a picture of it. But they got,
it's about to get
but
interesting.
they don't have many modifieds on there.
Mr. Tyler Collins has logged on, boys. It's about to get interesting.
Tyler, what did you say at the?
No, did you see his comment? He's trying to call Britt now. He goes, "What'd you say about me? I just got on."
That's what. Yeah,
I know,
He was
but
talking trash, Tyler. He was trying to calm him down.
yeah.
He said he's bigger than you and stronger.
What was Tyler? What was the quote that you said in the drivers' meeting when the crates ran last?
We want you to comment. Just
well, yeah, I can't. Banned. I'm sure I can't repeat it. But
Brenton said you said it was a great idea. That's what Brenton said. He's typing a paragraph.
Since we had to pay.
It wasn't a paragraph. He said it was like a.
Tyler's got like them 3 little bubbles just going like this. Wendy Troy Moore said, "I need a ride for Salem."
Hey, if you're interested in buying one, order one from Epic.
Yep.
He does a great job.
So I did get some late breaking news that I hear rumor has it that Temples and John Jones has something to do with the Salem Speedway.
Ooh.
Inside source.
Yep, inside source.
Can't share our source, but that could be great, really.
If we're going to
read it to yourself.
Yeah, I can't. Everybody's more than welcome to read it in the comments, but
no comment
before it gets flagged. And Robbie Wilson had no idea what to say to that.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure if Jim wasn't out there on the water truck, that the whole track of the pits would hurt him.
right.
That's one of the things I don't like is when we're trying to have drivers meeting and the water trucks going in the background. I'm like, really?
Or when he drives right behind you.
Yeah, I'm like, you
spraying
scheduled
water.
The meeting. You
spraying water.
Have the meeting.
Dude, I tell you what, when we went over to Illinois and raced, they just do everything different over there. And one thing I liked that they did different, they had a guy that was designated to the water truck to run around the pits all night, and he just barely had a stream going, and just sprinkling on the track or on the pits all night. And you know what? No dust was flying, no mud. I didn't have no mud on the car.
If he's gonna do it like 2 hours before you open the gates. That way it kind of lets it sink in. And when everyone gets there,
I do have a question though. If Tyler's on here, I want to ask him.
Be careful.
I know. If you do not have to pack the track, right? If your car does not have to leave the pit stall, do you have an issue with running later in the night than not running first? If your car does not leave the pit stall.
We know you don't rush out of there like some people and are generous and nice and kind to the other classes. I'm not going to say names. Zach, that's twice.
I just want to know. Like I if you
nothing back.
He's firing the cannons.
I guess that is kind of true.
Yeah, but it sucks for some of us other classes too, really.
Yeah, but see, technically though, well, okay, let's. This is a great debate, though. But technically though, the crates don't have to run last. I'm not saying that, right?
A rubbered up track affects all of us. I'm not trying to side with anybody, but I mean, Zach's the modified class affects more than anybody.
But what I'm saying, what he's saying though, is the longer you run in the night, then the supers are going to take on rubber faster with bigger tires than what you guys would later tonight. Now, if the track is so dry that it rubbers up in the late model feature, the very first feature of the night, then everybody's in trouble.
Yeah. I don't like. Some people like a black slick racetrack.
I do.
Zach does. I like one that's got a thicker cushion that's two lined. You know, there's many nights that we go out there. By the time our feature rolls around, if you're not on the bottom, you ain't fast. It seems to me that the crate class can usually run bottom and top. Is it because they run earlier? I'm not sure.
Right.
You know, is it because it's not rubbered up?
But
Britton said it rubbered the night we weren't first. So
It
19
rubbers-
races it rubbered up. The one time he was first.
He's saying it rubbered up on them when they didn't get first.
It rubbers
But
up
I was
every
making a
night.
joke.
But he can't.
I was making a
But
joke.
Britton can't comment on this. Like, Britton is out of this because he's made the comment several times that he would prefer the races to be over with by 6:30. He can't comment on
Yeah.
that's why the question was directed towards Tyler, because I know. I mean,
Another opinion.
Yeah.
We were just trying to get
Yeah.
another opinion, and
Yeah.
I'm
We-
not saying to run them
we
last.
know
I
where
just-
Britton stands.
Yeah.
Short.
Yeah, you hot lap, you run you hot lap, you run the crate feature, and then you go home. That's just all there is to it.
You see where they're running the one that I can't remember his name. They ran at 4:11. Can't remember the series name. Late model.
Iron
Not
Man.
Mars. Yeah, Iron Man. They were starting at like 3:00 in the afternoon, and they were done by like 8. Which I mean, with colder temperatures.
But I've
Yeah,
watched
that's
the Brownstown race midday. It's not
No.
good.
No.
It's not. I don't know, and I don't know if maybe other tracks got a grip on it different, but Brownstown seems to like at a fun fest when we get rained out on a Friday and we start racing Saturday. You have to cry to keep the dust out of your eyes.
Right.
Yeah.
I was actually surprised of how well the night before the Jackson, which became the morning before the Jackson, or afternoon, whatever, how good that race actually was.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the end of the
For during
daytime.
the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I tell you, Brownstown, before the last couple big late model flips they had, and Jim would leave the cushion up there, and that, I mean, it really come to a point instead of leveled out. I was running pure stock then, and you know, you get a cushion about that wide every night. It would be black slick, but there's still a cushion. And boy, I tell you what, you get up there on that thing and you can
Just roll.
You can roll with it. And you know, that was pretty cool. And of course, he had to, you know, do the safety deal first,
Right.
but the old Brownstown was pretty sweet.
We're just picking on you, Britton.
And I agree with what Tyler said there. A lot of it is because those guys drive farther. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get crate guys from Kentucky every week, so that does make it makes sense to run them first.
Right.
And you know, when it's usually our big night, we've run first, super.
yeah,
stock.
if it's a special for a class, they'll run.
and we still throw the crates in second or third.
Yeah.
You know,
I think one thing too where we've been fortunate the last 2 years is, I mean, I'm just speaking Brownstown and like local big races, but been fortunate that Lucas has been a 2-day show because you feel like you get more than just we run them one night, then they're out there as soon as the feature's over with, and you don't get any kind of like fan interaction or anything like that. I think when it's a 2-day show,
I like the 2-day show.
right? Me too.
I really do.
That's fun.
Well, with how much stuff costs, they ought to do that more.
Oh, yeah,
any track they
absolutely.
go to,
Yeah.
and I
Right.
think they're trying to do that, but
I just like staying at the track.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I don't think, and going back to Britain, I'm just giving them guys a hard time, but
Yeah.
I think that, I mean, and I've said it's been this way for 20, 30 years. I mean, late models have always went first. Late models has always been the cream of the crop. And you can even play video games, and what's the last stage before your career's over is you try to get to a late model. And I think the late models are the you know, bigger show of the night. So I don't have any problems running them first. I just think they need to mix up some of the other support classes and not make like the Hornets and Crown Vics run last every single night. I mean,
Yeah.
change it up. It don't have to be the same every week. You know, I mean, the Hornets and Crown Vics can be last, but don't do it every single night.
Yeah.
You know,
I like running last sometimes. I think it's cool.
right?
I'm
And
a
Tyler-
better
and
driver
that's-
on a heavier track.
And what Tyler said right there, that's exactly what the issue is. It's not the fact that they're running second that night, but just don't make them guys go on the track to pack it, and then okay, now you're going to run fifth. You know, that's not right.
Yeah, that isn't right. I agree with
That's
that
not
100%. I've done that at Thunder Valley before. Packed the track for the mini sprints to roll out next. Oh, that grinds my
Yeah.
gears, you know.
Yeah.
But
Grant, you got a giveaway tonight, or no?
yeah, I mean, we got some. I wanted to show that, like.
Well, yeah,
the
let's do it
whole-
right now.
The whole pop bit.
Yeah,
I don't know if everyone's been paying attention, but
latest craze going around right here.
Made in Southern Indiana.
Made in Southern Indiana, USA. But if you've not seen it, and it's just a regular, what is it,
3/16.
And then for your rivets, so your normal, you gotta go find a. I've lost my train of thought.
Yeah, you're really butchering this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we need to do it for you?
If Kenny was here, he'd
I'm
kill it.
butchering it right now. Yeah.
Okay, so Tommy East come up with this drill
I
bit.
literally lost my train of thought.
You
Zach's got you. Zach's got
you
you.
drill through the rivet head, and normally you got your drill bit here. It's in your drill. You got to take a pair of pliers and hold the drill or hold the rivet head to wiggle it off and get the drill bit back through. Well, now Tommy East has come up with a new invention to where you don't have to do that.
Don't click on that, by the way.
Show them your.
So if they're on here, instead of go and get tools, you just literally, it's not gonna fall off because he put a nail in it, but you just tip it upside down. They literally fall right off. I don't know. Can you see
Instead
that?
of having to hold
Instead of
the
having to
rivet
hold
head.
They just fall right off.
Right.
I don't know if you can.
So boom.
Any
It's
race
easier.
car driver understands when you get a body damage at the racetrack, it's very frustrating to have to stop 3 times to take the rivet heads off the drill bit.
Yes, and it's very.
We're getting rid of that.
Yeah, and he's made it very affordable, and they've actually taken off. Some big companies are selling them, and he has sold quite a bit. So
What are they, Grant? $12 a piece, 13 somewhere
I
around there.
think $12, and if you want to be a dealer, you can get them a little cheaper.
For a good drill bit, you're going to spend $10 anyway.
Right.
Yeah, and they're pretty sturdy, and I can't say what it is, but he's got some other items he's working on that, it's more of like, it's budget friendly too, but it's also to help the racers.
For
So,
people that don't know Tommy East is one of our local guys
Yes.
that races. So this isn't coming from an engineer that sits in an office.
no, he
This is a guy that's out there doing what we're doing, trying
Yeah.
to make it be better
So,
on us.
If you want to, it's popbitusa.com. You can go on there. You can buy them directly from there.
Pop bit.
He's got a sticker, and then we'll do a giveaway. We'll give that one. I
Yeah.
only have one.
So look though, not to interrupt with you, but we got a Pop Bit USA sticker right here. This is
and
what we're
here,
talking about.
We'll throw one in. I'll
We're
throw
going
mine
to throw in a Pop Bit. Okay.
Pictures away.
I got to keep mine.
Well, it's got one.
I'm not getting rid of mine.
Matt doesn't need
We got a
it.
Pop Bit
That's mine.
right here.
That's not for sale.
And then Braden Reed has donated a sticker for the giveaway. So what we got? We got a Pop Bit sticker.
You're looking at a $30 value at this point.
Share this out. Let's get some more because I want to do something else that we talked about
What's
last
that?
year.
Can we give?
What's that show that
It's
people
9
call
o'clock right
into?
now. Can we get up to 50 viewers? Share this out. See if we can get it out there.
Dateline?
No, not Dateline. What's that show where people
gotta
call
ignore
in
these
and
things.
order?
This is QVC.
Yeah, QVC.
Yeah.
But wait. There's
But wait,
more.
there's
more.
You buy
You get-
2 Pop Bits, and you get free shipping.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, and if you buy enough, he makes jerky. It has Racer's Choice jerky, which is really good.
Is it pretty
Racer-
good?
It's really
It
good.
ain't
It's
like
really good.
horse meat, is it, or
No.
nothing? Okay.
Horse meat.
Well, you never know.
Good grief.
Yeah. Hey, I'm picky about what jerky I eat. It's pretty good.
Picky, picky about
So he
it.
may, maybe I'll throw some of that in.
All right, what else we got? We got a Pop Bit sticker, a Pop Bit
Oh, my
itself,
goodness.
Braden Reed sticker.
You got any more of those stickers, or did you run out?
What stickers?
I know you had all those ones we had the one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I
he
got-
gave them out like they were candy. He gets
I got
excited.
I'll
another-
throw in that. Put it on. I'll throw in the shirt.
I'll throw in a quarter panel.
I got a Hoosier.
Quarter
Good grief.
panel?
Yeah.
I'll.
You want to
wait,
get a quarter
hold on.
panel away
Yeah,
today?
hold on,
I'll give a
let's-
quarter panel
hey.
away.
We had to get to 50 viewers, though. We got
for
this
you,
is a good one.
bub.
Hey, let's do 2 questions, and the second one I'll throw one in with you.
All right.
Okay.
So the second
Oh.
question we'll throw.
Okay.
So the first
do
one, we
that.
got a Pop Bit
can do
sticker,
that.
Pop Bit, Braden Reed.
Dad, find the quarter panel we can give away.
And then what else? Do you want to do something else for this first giveaway?
I'm throwing in a cell panel.
Put in a shirt
Oh, boy.
A shirt?
for
go.
me.
Grant Simpson T-shirt.
Did you hear that? Did
The
you hear that?
the quarter panels will have to be picked up. Those will not be shipped.
No, I ain't shipping them. They'll be here.
Thanks, Wesley, for the great comment. Appreciate it.
Or
Hey,
we can
hey,
save them till
We
first
added
round.
something else.
No, that's all. We're
So
also going to do that
this
one
is-
giveaway.
Remember last year?
That's the second question.
Hey.
All the aluminum.
Remember last year we wanted to do that big package right before you got kicked off for
Yeah.
a while. So I'm going to add to that since we're coming back.
The first one or second one?
the second question.
Okay, second question.
Second question, whoever wins it, we're going to have to find a hard question because we can't give like an easy question for this. For that, because you're going to have a quarter cell panel.
Yeah.
Is
JT Huffman cell panel's worth nothing.
We gotta get, before Grant, we got to get this up. We got to get this
yeah,
like
keep
50
everyone
grand
share.
prize.
Everyone, it's got to be up because
Share.
that's aluminum is
Kitty
not
says
cheap.
you don't even have any left, and you're giving stuff away.
Yes, we have some left.
I love Kitty.
We have some
We'll
left.
have to go make one.
They may not be perfect, but we got some. So they'll look better than that door does over there.
Well, golly, I hope so. Jeez.
But last year, remember, we were going to do pit pass for
Yeah.
when he was going to run teammates with me.
Yeah.
So he's full-time back at Brownstown with his own car. So very first, we talked about it a little bit, but very first Bloomington race, if he may have to leave his banker hours a little early. But I'm going to have him run my other car.
Okay.
All right.
So we sold our old car. So we're going to have another, we're having one more super stock next year, the Brownstown. Robert White bought it. And we got a good deal on another car, newer. It's, I don't even really know what to call it because it was a copy of, there's some stories about what kind of chassis it is and no one kind of really knows, but it's the car that Tyler Kane won all his races with, and then Josh Devine, and then it was sold off to someone else. So
You
we
got
bought
that car?
one. Yeah. So that's
a
our
good
second car. So,
That is a
if
good
we
car.
can figure out some stuff. So, JT. So my point is, we're gonna throw in for two people, one and someone else, one a buddy, a friend. I'll throw in 2 pit passes. You come hang out that night with JT and I, and maybe if they're unmodified, Zach will come up there.
Zach will be there if I'm there.
Okay.
Maybe, probably
I'll try.
not.
Okay.
So, but we'll throw in 2 pit passes to the very first when him and I are
At Bloomington.
at Bloomington Speedway.
Okay, so the second giveaway, we got to get this up. We got 40. Let's go. Keep rolling.
Keep sharing.
We got
What
That's
number?
like
What number is it going to be?
It'll be the 98.
Oh, I thrive in 98s.
So it's not going to be red
He's
body
such a
though.
doof.
It won't be a red body.
Oh, it's even going to be even faster.
blue and neon yellow.
It's not going to be blue.
It's not going to be blue.
That's okay. We got
The
a
chassis
Grant,
black. I'm not going to worry about
Hey,
fixing it.
hey,
Grant's-
hey! We're worrying about this right now.
Grant
Sorry.
Simpson quarter.
Sorry, I got distracted.
We got a Zach Stalker quarter.
And we'll sign them. I'll sign mine.
Well, yeah, you just spoke for all of us there, but
And then we got
that's
a
cool. I'm cool with that.
we have a JT Huffman cell panel.
Yep.
And then 2 free pit passes to Bloomington Speedway.
That's a big value, folks.
Boys, I'm telling you what, this is a 50.
If anyone's looking to sponsor me, I'll
It's
take
probably
some.
this is probably a $150 giveaway.
For the
$200.
price of
We got to
Yeah,
get this. We have
I
to
mean,
get this shared out. We got to get this up to 50 viewers
It's
though, because that's
70
huge.
$70 just in pit passes
for the
Wow.
price
So
of
plus the-
free.
for the
free
price of
99.
Just share out. Get
Right.
Free 99.
we gotta be
Free
thinking-
99.
Robert White said, "I just bought it to beat Grant Simpson." So there else.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Things like my friends, they want to buy a car just to wreck me.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, I was like,
Wow.
okay, buy one.
That's
You
like-
gotta catch me first.
Hey, don't wreck the
Right.
one I'm driving.
Jared, I've not seen a Bloomington Speedway schedule yet.
Next thing you know, Britain will be in a super stock.
I would really like to get this up to 50 viewers though, because that would be
I don't know if
huge.
we can extend the pedals up that far.
Okay, let's. You guys want to go ahead and do the first giveaway though, the sticker
Yeah.
giveaway?
Yeah, do the first one.
Okay, we need a question.
The 98 number came from a pretty important sponsor of Grant's.
Yeah.
A pretty important lady.
Yes. She's look at she even said the jerky and the coffee. He has jerky and coffee. Racer choice coffee.
Well, you just ruined the question.
Yeah. yeah.
Well, you didn't tell me where you were going with it.
Figured you would
Yeah,
have picked
I
up
just seen
the,
the
We're giving like a big spill.
I
He's
just
like,
seen-
"See, she's right there."
the hint a little bit.
I just seen the comment and then you started talking to her, so I figured
I
that's what you're
love
gonna that's what
I
I figured you're
love
gonna talk about.
But your driver choice, I love him too, but golly, sometimes
He's not very good.
Oh shoot. Okay, what we got? What's a good question?
Well,
then?
heck, my mom done.
she knew. She was ready.
All right, Becky wins.
All right.
Oh, we got to go with something else.
What's a good
Oh,
question?
what the heck?
What's a good
Shorting
question?
my mom out.
Thanks, Becky, for the housewarming gift too. You are a sweet lady. I don't know what happened to your son.
Zach,
and
yeah,
it's
we
not
don't
your
know what
fault,
happened.
but you are awesome.
What happened? What's a good question?
Uh,
This is for this one.
Yeah, this is for the first one.
I told her she didn't need to waste her money on you.
We're at 40
I love
viewers.
your
If we
mom.
could get up to 50, this is going to be huge for this second giveaway. I know it's 9:06. It's late, but you know what? It's a $200 value. $200 value giveaway right here on Flag to Flag Media Live tonight. Get this up to 50 viewers.
50 viewers.
50 viewers. And we're giving away $200 value giveaway. We're giving away a Zach Stalker quarter panel. We're giving away a Grant Simpson quarter panel. We're giving away a JT Huff and Cell panel. We're giving away 2 free pit passes to Bloomington Speedway.
I mean, heck, my quarter panel's worth $190.
Easy, not $199.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe he said he was giving it
$199.
away. Blew my mind.
I almost brought one. That's how that.
All right, how about this? We talked about 2 racetracks that shut down in past years that I ran at. One of them had sawdust on it that I ran at.
And I ran practice the first time in the race car.
And Zach ran go-karts there
Yep.
at
There we
the other
go.
one. So there's 2 racetracks. Give me them both.
Go.
Dose.
The first giveaway.
And we talked about them, so you guys can rewind. And one of them had a blue and white wall, if that helps any. Jared Deck, Chris Batchelor got it
Chris
first.
Batchelor got it.
Wow.
Wow.
He's never been first at anything.
Yeah. Coming in clutch.
Nice job.
Does it count if he spelt it wrong?
So he still got
We're
it.
rednecks.
So he won the first one, right?
what did he win?
Or did he win the whole thing?
No, the first one.
What was
Okay,
that
he-
again?
So
That was
he
the
won
sticker.
a Pop Bit sticker, a Pop Bit,
Oh, wow.
a Braden Reed sticker, and one of my T-shirts.
Oh,
Congratulations,
man.
Chris Batchelor.
Chris, send me a message, or Matt, or it don't
Call
matter.
in at 1-800 flag to flag media / QVC
Me-
to
We're
get your
going-
prize.
We go down in viewers.
Message Zach and Grant. Don't bother me and Zach.
You just said message Zach and Grant.
Message
Don't bother
Matt.
me and Zach.
Message Matt and Grant. Leave me
Well, I
and
was
Zach
saying
alone.
for my shirt, I'll get give me your size.
Show me some respect,
You guys
Zach.
share
I am.
Huh?
Did you share this?
No.
I don't even got no signal.
Matt said we couldn't be on the Wi-Fi anymore.
Yeah.
I did not.
You did.
Yeah, he did.
Sucks 'cause
No.
You said that.
I'm sharing it out. I'm getting this thing up to 100 viewers.
You said
we're
you-
losing viewers. You guys, we're losing viewers.
It's because you're
Hey,
looking
we
at your
gotta-
phone.
I
No,
seen
come
a-
up with the second question.
We had a
Second
famous race
question.
car driver on there too. While ago, see Greg Kendall commented. I don't
I
know if
know,
we gave
I
him a
seen that.
shout
I think he
out.
said it was his first
I gave
time
him a
watching the
shout
show,
out.
wasn't it?
That was
Yeah.
big shout out, Greg Kendall. That's cool.
Wonder if he's running. I wonder if he's still on here. If he's running.
Oh, I got a good question.
What's a
Oh,
good question?
geez.
Flag to flag media.
Well, you mute your mics real quick before
For
he
me?
says it.
No.
He's getting ready to try to whisper.
I got a good one. Tell me if it's not a good one.
not a
How
good one.
many live shows has Flag to Flag Media produced?
It says on. Never mind.
It says on the thing.
Oh,
What?
it does?
Yeah.
Oh, it does. Never mind.
I love Zach.
Okay, never mind. Sorry, I didn't
At
realize
least I'm
you
not
had
the one to
eps-
mess it up.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a good question.
W5.
It's got to be a hard. I mean, not a hard question, but it's got to be.
Well, heck, nobody's got it yet.
Okay, here's one. If you, unless you are
Are we locking this in?
like, this is for more of a fan, really, because obviously, like a driver, not really gonna want to.
Right.
They may, but
They could give it to somebody that knows.
the driver may know the answers a lot easier. But for a fan, is if you can tell us the super late model champion, crate late model champion, and the super stock champion,
Of what?
and the modified, since we got modified here, and modified champion at Brownstown Speedway this year, the track champion.
That's 4 champions.
That's 4. So you have the supers, you have the crate, the super stocks, and the modified track champions of Bloomington Speedway
Brownstown Speedway.
No, Brownstown.
or Brownstown
Speedway.
Speedway.
Brownstown Speedway.
Brownstown. I am
That whole
losing it.
pop bet thing's got him messed up.
Dude.
Okay.
Someone
well,
made me drive me home.
my question was good because nobody even guessed it right.
Maybe it don't show on their end. I don't know.
We'll make it a 2-part question.
Well, Chris
How
got
many-
one of them.
how
Oh, you gotta
many-
get all 4.
You got to get all 4 of them.
Come on, Chris.
Put them all in
Speed
one
up.
comment so we can.
Yeah, I don't want to decipher.
Come on, Mom, get on there. Use your head.
Don't talk to your mother like that.
No, I'm just giving her a pep
Dad,
talk.
guess it right,
Oh.
so I have to give away a quarter panel.
That you don't have.
I have.
Yeah.
He just said you don't have any
I
quarter
have one.
panels.
I know I have one because we just took it off.
That doesn't make it. It could be gone already. Maybe he gave it away.
No.
He's got a Kenny Simpson door. Like, not Kenny Simpson Sr., but Kenny Simpson
He has a hood.
Jr. door in the shop That's
The hood, I think. Well, he may have both.
it's a door.
It's hand painted too.
It's really cool.
They got that
And
right. Oh.
I would say when Kenny passes away, he's going to leave that
Nope.
to me.
No,
No, that's not right.
that ain't right.
You gotta get all 4 right.
Chris didn't just get it right.
Nope.
No.
Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, he didn't. Chris.
So super
We don't
late
have
model.
we got people need to start guessing.
So super late model track champion,
Crates,
crate, super stock, and the modified
modifieds.
of Brownstown Speedway.
Kenny, I ask that you leave me
Stapleton,
that door
Collins,
panel and
Josh Harris.
when you're gone.
Josh Harris.
Josh Harris
won.
got it.
Golly, I don't want to give him a quarter panel.
He played the game.
He won. He won something.
You'll have to drive to Salem to pick those up.
Yeah, you're going to have to pick that
Shipping
up.
not
See,
included.
the bad thing is that we got people guessing on 2 different things. we got people guessing numbers, people guessing winners.
Here's a question. How dumb are we from 1 to 10?
Thanks everybody for watching. My voice.
This was awful.
I didn't do. Don't look at me.
You're the you're the main host.
You let us get out of hand, and it all started with the pop bit.
Do you want? I'll give Josh something, but do you want to like do this? Like give people
It
time,
was
like
an interesting conversation. That's for sure.
What?
give this time where we can like next show give it away.
That's up to you guys.
I got more panels. I can give another panel,
I
Yeah.
can give another panel away too.
Yeah.
but no doors.
No, I can't give
Okay,
a door
let's do
away.
this. Let's do this.
We'll give that
off
to. We'll give that to.
We'll give that.
Let's
I'll
give
give
that
my
to
Josh.
Josh.
If Josh wants my cell panel, it's his.
So
I'll give Josh
Harris.
a quarter panel.
Okay, but here's the thing. He gets the ones to Bloomington.
Okay.
And then what we'll do in 2 weeks. Now he said donate what I want to a kid
he
of
don't
your
even
choice.
he don't even want our quarter panels now.
Josh, I'm actually impressed with what you said there. Good for him.
I'm kind of surprised he said
I'm
that.
surprised too, and I'm going to give him.
That must be the.
credit where
Hey, that must be the
credit's due.
real Josh Harris that drives late or modifieds.
It's a modified Josh Harris. Now it makes
Ah,
sense.
not the.
Let's do this. Let's do this. So since Josh has donated, this is going to be. I think this will be fun. Since Josh donated whatever he won back to
Good job, Mom.
pretty much
Thank you.
flag to flag media, I think what we need to do is if you watch this episode, if you watch this episode 25, if you send me a message with the kid's name,
Yes.
your kid's name, they will be put into a drawing in 2 weeks for this prize package. That work for you guys?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
We'll do
Yeah,
it
that
right here
way-
live on the show.
Kid being like teens, like
Yeah, yeah.
early
Needs to be a
teens.
kid, yes.
Early teens.
Not depending on mom and dad.
18's the cutoff.
No.
No, 12 and under.
12. and
Usually
under?
12 and under is free at the track, so it's usually like the
But here's what we're going to run into though is let's
Right.
take. Well, here, okay.
We're giving away pit passes. We don't want them to be free.
Well, the parent can come with them.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
You know, the parent can bring the
because
kid.
they'll have to sign a waiver for them
Yeah.
pits. So
I can't believe Josh said that.
Maybe
I'm
even
still
if they're
shocked.
even if they're 17, the parent would have to sign a waiver, technically.
let's do this. Send me. I'm gonna get a ton of messages. Send me a message to the flag to flag page, and I will get your kids' name wrote down.
And we will give them.
And it has to be in a message to flag media
Yep.
Where's
the
that
kid to be
stalker?
for the kid to be eligible.
No, I'm not affiliated with Flag to Flag Media.
I think. Nice. I see how you are. But I think, to keep it legit, to be serious for a minute, you have to send a message to flag media page. That's the only way you're going to be eligible. Because I have to have a message, then I got to write the names down and get everybody in the
Yep.
drawing.
Yep.
And then in 2 weeks, we will get another giveaway together, and we'll do something different.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That's
I get
a good
come
idea.
back in 2 weeks.
It'll
But-
be a well more prepared question.
But
Yeah.
it will
I mean,
be.
that was a pretty good question.
But it will be Brownstown Speedway pit passes.
Yeah.
We gave away some to Bloomington. This will be for Brownstown. Does that
That's
work?
good.
so
work?
question.
That's good.
So we're doing this one again. Are we doing another one? Still? Is that what you're saying?
What?
We ain't doing that one again. We're donating that.
This is getting donated to a kid.
Pulling
on
a
the
name
show
out.
next week.
Yeah.
Pulling a name out.
Okay.
That will be a live drawing. We'll just announce the name.
Okay.
And then we'll also do another giveaway.
With more of these, but it'll be Brownstone.
Be Brownstown pit passes. Okay.
I like it.
So do I get
Okay.
to come back in 2 weeks?
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got to bring the quarter panel.
Is Kenny coming?
None of us would be able to talk.
You got to bring
That's
Kenny.
fine. I enjoy listening to Kenny.
We want to talk to Kenny.
He'll call me. Love you, Dad.
That's Grant Simpson Racing. That's not Kenny
Right.
Simpson.
Yeah.
I do want to give a shout out to
KSR.
the sponsors tonight before we get off here. We got Grand Simpson Racing, which has commented 45 times tonight. We got Hillbilly Barbecue and Tenderloins, Greens Auto Sales, Solutions Directional Drilling, Jason Petmeyer, Farm Bureau Agent, B&D Excavating and Septic, P3 Graphics, Haller Motorsports and Fabrication.
I want to
and
give a big shout out to Haller Motorsports and Fabrication for the very well affordable tubing that Zach's going to pick up for me. Haller Fab, you guys, great shop. Send Matt the bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do want to give a shout out to our newest sponsor, M2 Custom Cup Design. Make sure you give them a like on Facebook and follow them for pretty cool cup
They do
designs.
make good cups. I have some that I got through Mark and Jamie with their photo package
Yep.
they do at Brownstown, and then they go through them for some of their stuff.
They're nice.
And they're very durable.
Very durable.
Josh Harris asked if he can be on the show for the drawing.
He did donate it
Okay.
back.
He did donate.
Yeah,
it.
that's fine.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll pick you up. He lives in Mitchell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll pick you up.
He ain't going to ride with you.
Yeah, he will.
No, he won't.
He tries to be like me.
Oh,
Oh,
my
shots
gosh.
fired. Shots fired.
Let me get my rubber boots on
Yeah.
because it's about ready to get deep.
Kenny says he's going to have to build panels just to keep up with Grant's giveaways.
It's all right.
Braxton, tell
For the
Braden
kids.
we can get him in on another giveaway in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Because we'll need some more decals.
Yes.
All right, we're going to get out of here for the night.
Say it.
Until the next flag flies, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
You did really well there.
Good job.
Thanks.
I'm proud.